Listen, move, sweat, lose with exerciseradio.com.
Welcome to Exercise Radio's Fit in 15 Basic Yoga video podcast. This episode features our own JoJo Tyler. There are additional notes on this workout on the website. Please consult a physician before starting any exercise program. You'll need a mat and 1 or 2 yoga blocks.
Om Shanti. Let's begin the practice. Hands to the side of your body. Inhale the arms up, feet together. Exhale your hands towards the yoga mat. Good. Now you're going to step back your right leg, and then you're going to step back your left leg. Let's go into plank position. Lay down flat onto your abdomen, gaze up. Push your hips onto the back of your heel. Come onto the balls of your feet and push back up into downward facing dog. Take your right leg through between your hands and your left leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands in namaste to the heart. Hands to the side of the body. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale your hands towards the yoga mat. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, stepping back your left. Stepping back your right, come to plank, lay on your abdomen, point your toes and gaze up. Exhale back into child's pose. Come onto the balls of your feet, lift up into downward facing dog. Extend your left leg forward and then your right leg forward. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air, hands in namaste. Let's begin to pick up the tempo. Take your hands down towards the yoga mat. Step back your right leg and then step back your left leg. Very good. Come to plank. Now slide all the way up and point your toes. Excellent. Push back onto child's pose and onto the balls of your feet. Lift up into downward facing dog. Great. Now take your right leg through between your hands and your left leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air and hands go into namaste. Hands to the side of your body. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale your hands towards the yoga mat. Now I want you to step back your left leg this time and then step back your right leg. Come to plank position. Lay down flat onto your abdomen. Point your toes and gaze up. Sit your buttocks onto the back of your heels. Come onto the balls of your feet and lift the hips up high into down dog. Take your left leg through and then your right leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands in namaste to the heart. Hands to the side. Now take your hands back down towards the yoga mat. Step back your right foot and then step back your left foot. Lay down flat onto your abdomen. Gaze up. Now let me see if you can smile here. Very good. Now take your heels back. Sit back onto the buttocks. Lift up into downward facing dog. Great. Now take your right leg through, then take your left leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Exhale the hands to namaste, hands to the side of the body. One more time. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale your hands towards the yoga mat. Step back your left leg for me, please, and then step back your right leg. Lay down flat onto your abdomen. Don't forget to smile here. And then slowly sit your hips back onto your heels. Come onto the balls of your feet. Lift up into downward facing dog. Take your left leg through between your hands and then your right leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air and take your hands to namaste. Let's pick up the tempo, adding on. Let's take your hands towards the yoga mat, everyone. Step back your right and then step back your left. Now drop your knee, your chest, your chin, your butt is up high. Push through and point your toes. Exhale back into child's pose or go into downward facing dog. Step right leg forward and then your left leg forward. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands go into namaste to the heart. Hands to the side of the body. Inhale the arms up. Exhale your hands towards the yoga mat. Now step back your left leg this time and then step back your right leg. Great. Now come into plank. Drop your knee, chest, and chin. Push through. Point your toes. See if you can lift the chest up a little bit higher. Come back onto the balls of your feet into downward facing dog this time. Step your left leg forward and then your right leg forward. Reverse swan dive the arms up. Exhale your hands all the way down towards the yoga mat, picking up the tempo. Great. Now take back your right leg. Step back your left leg. Perfect. Drop your knee, chest, and chin. Push through. Inhale. Now exhale on the way back into downward facing dog. Lift the hips up really high. Great. Now take your right leg through, and then I want you to take your left leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands in namaste. Hands to the side of the body. Inhale the arms up. Arch the back. Exhale your hands down towards the yoga mat. Perfect. Now step back your left leg for me. Then step back your right leg. Don't forget, I want you to drop your knee, chest, and chin. Buttocks up high, push through and point your toes. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high, drive your heels down. Step your left leg and right leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands in namaste. Now pick up the tempo, adding on. This time bend your knees, look up, step back the right leg again and your left leg. Drop your knee, chest, and chin. Push the body through. Point your toes. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Great. Now take your right leg through. Don't forget to breathe here. Take your left leg. Inhale the arms up. Let me hear the breath. Inhale the arms all the way up. That's right. Exhale your hands all the way down towards the yoga mat. Now step back your left leg for me. And then step back your right leg. Great. Drop your knee, your chest, your chin. Push the body through and point your toes. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Good. Now step your left leg through and then your right leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands go into namaste to the heart and hands to the side of the body. Adding on, inhale the arms all the way down towards the yoga mat. Now bend your knees, prepare yourself, jump back, come down to Chaturanga asana or low profile plane. Upward facing dog, then downward facing dog. Step your right leg or left leg or jump forward. Now we're adding on, feel free to go to child's pose at any given time. Now reverse swan dive the arms up, hands in namaste to the heart, hands to the side of the body. Let's challenge yourself again. Inhale, arch the back, gaze up, exhale the hands all the way down towards the yoga mat. Prepare yourself. Bend your knees. Jump back right now. Here we go. Come down very low. Now slide all the way up. Bring your heart forward. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Very good. Bend your knees. Look where you're going. Jump, step, or walk to the top of your mat. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands in namaste to the heart. Hands to the side of the body. Let's do that again. Inhale the arms all the way up. Find the arch in the back. Exhale your hands towards the yoga mat. Gaze up, bend your knees, prepare, jump, step, or walk back. Come all the way up to upward facing dog. Point your toes, look up. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Prepare yourself again, bend your knees, jump, step, or walk. Now I want you to reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Exhale your hands into namaste to the heart, hands to the side of the body. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale your hands down towards the yoga mat. Prepare yourself again. Look up. Look where you're going. Bend your knees. Jump, step, or walk back. Come down very low. Now slide up to upward facing dog. Try to lift your kneecaps up. Now exhale back into downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Bend your knees. Jump, step, or walk. Now gaze up. Then exhale, fall forward to standing forward bend. Then reverse swan dive the arms up. Hands in namaste. Hands to the side of the body. One more. Challenge yourself. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Inhale. Look up. Find the breath, everyone. The ujjayi breathing. Bend your knees. Jump back. Very good. Now slide all the way up. Gaze up into the sky. Exhale back. Lift your hips up. Drive your heels down. Bend your knees. Look where you're going. Jump. Gaze up just a little bit. Exhale. Drop your head down. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Reverse. Inhale. Namaste. Exhale. Hands to the side of the body. Very good. Inhale the arms all the way up. We're going to add on again. Exhale your hands down towards the yoga mat. Prepare yourself. Step back your right leg or left leg or jump back. Come down. Slide up to upward facing dog. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Very good. Bend your knees. Look where you're going. Step, jump, or walk to the top. Gaze up. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands in namaste to the heart. Hands to the side of the body. Inhale the arms up. Exhale your hands towards the yoga mat. Prepare yourself, everyone. Bend your knees. Look where you're going. Step back right, then step back left. Drop your knee, chest, and chin. Push the body through. Exhale back into child's pose. Come onto the balls of your feet into downward facing dog. Now I'm going to challenge you with some warrior poses. Take your right leg through. Turn your back heel in. Reach up to warrior one. Now I want you to exhale out to warrior two. And then I want you to turn your right palm gaze into reverse warrior. Left hand onto the waist. Cartwheel the arms down. Come to plank position. Drop your knee, chest, and chin. Push the body through. Hang in there. Exhale back into into child's pose. Come onto the balls of your feet, lift up to downward facing dog. Now take your left leg through, turn your back heel in right, reach it both arms up to warrior one. Exhale, strong arms, warrior two. Reverse warrior, gaze at your left palm, then cartwheel the arms across. It's the flow with the body. Come all the way through, knee, chest, and chin. Inhale, lift up. Find the dance with your own body. Go to child's pose, come up to downward facing dog, and then we're going to take our right leg through, take your left leg through. Reverse swan dive, the arms up into the air, hands and namaste to the heart, and hands to the side. Now take the arms back down again. Prepare yourself, step back your left leg this time, and your right leg. Come all the way down, drop your knee, chest, and chin, point your toes, and gaze up. Exhale back into child's pose, and then go right into downward facing dog. Very good. Take your left leg through. Now turn your back heel in of the right, reach up to warrior one. I want you to exhale out to warrior two, and then go into reverse warrior. Find the flow here. Cartwheel the arms across the body, step back your left leg, and don't forget we're going to drop our knee, chest, and chin, push the body through, and point our toes. Exhale back into child's pose, and then lift up into downward facing dog. Great. Now from here, what we're going to do is take our right leg through between our hands, turn our back heel in, reach up to warrior one. Exhale out to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Very good. Cartwheel the arms across the body. Come down to plank position. Drop your knee, chest, and chin. Push the body through and point your toes. Exhale back into child's pose. Follow through with downward facing dog. Now, I want you to take your left leg through between your hands and your right leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands and namaste to the heart. Hands to the side of the body. Inhale the arms all the way back up again. We're going to try it, okay? So, once you take the arms up into the air, I want you to find the arch in the back. Here we go. Inhale the arms up. Exhale your hands down towards the yoga mat. Prepare yourself. Bend your knees. Look where you're going. Step back your right leg. And then step back your left leg. Come down very slowly. Now slide all the way up and point your toes. Exhale right back into child's pose. Follow through with downward facing dog. Very good. Take your right leg through between your hands. Turn your back heel in. Reach up to Virashandrasana 1. That's warrior 1 Sanskrit word. And Virashandrasana 2 is warrior 2 word. This time just cartwheel your arms across the body, okay? Now dropping your knee, chest, or chin, or come to plank position. Slide up to upward facing dog. Exhale back into child's pose to down dog. Let's try the left side. Take your left leg through. Turn your back heel in. Reach up. Be grounded with the feet. Warrior 1. Excellent. Reach out to warrior 2. Instead, we're just going to cartwheel the arms across the body. Come down to plank position. Slide all the way up to Urdhva Mukha, or just point your toes or lay on your abdomen. Push back into child's pose. Come up to downward facing dog. So you have many options here. Take your right leg through, and then I want you to take your left leg through. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. We're going to do it again, okay? Now gaze up. Very good. Now this time I want you to step back your left leg. Great. And then step back your right. Come to plank position. Slide all the way up and point your toes. Exhale back into child's pose. Follow through into downward facing dog. Take your left leg through between your hands. Reach up to warrior 1. Exhale out to warrior 2. Strong arms. Cartwheel the arms across the body. Very good. Come all the way down. Lay on your abdomen. Gaze up. Exhale back into child's pose. Come onto the balls of your feet. Come up into downward facing dog. Very good. Taking your right leg through between your hands. Reach up to warrior 1. Exhale out fiercely into warrior 2. Very good. Now cartwheel the arms across the body. Tons of benefits are happening here. Slide up to Urdhva Mukha asana, or upward facing dog. Exhale back into Adho Mukha asana, downward facing dog. Take your left leg through, and then I want you to take both legs through, which will be your right. Hands in namaste, hands to the side of the body. Take your hands back down towards your yoga mat, everyone. Prepare yourself by placing a block to the right or left side of you. Inhale the arms all the way down. Exhale, prepare yourself. Bend your knees. Look where you're going. Good. Now jump back. Come down slowly. Slide up to Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Exhale back into Adho Mukha asana, down dog. Take your right leg through. Now reach up to warrior 1. Gaze up at your hands. Exhale out to warrior 2. Good. Now from warrior 2, we're going to go into reverse warrior. You might need a block here because we're going to go into an extended angle pose. Place the block on the outer edge of the right foot. Reach left arm up. Try to hold each of these poses for about at least 4 breaths if you can. Take your left hand onto your waist. Now I'm going to challenge you on a balance pose, half moon. Extend the block out in front of you. As you take your right hand onto the block, lift left arm up. The goal is to gaze at the left thumb. Stack your hips on top of each other. Flex your toe to your shin. Now see if you can go into Warrior 2 from here. Let go. Either hold onto the block or jump into Warrior 2. Cartwheel your arms down towards the floor. Come to plank. Let's slide up to upward facing dog. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Let's work the other side. Come to the top of your mat. Very good. Gaze up, jump back, step back. Come all the way up to upward facing dog. Point your toes. Exhale back into down dog. Remember, yoga is a practice. Now turn your back heel in. Reach up to Warrior 1. We're just practicing. Exhale out to Warrior 2. Very good. Now reverse Warrior. Now challenge yourself. Either you can have the block or no block. Take the block on the outer edge of your left foot. Reach the right arm up. Strengthen the whole entire body. Mind-body connection here. Now reach the block out in front of you. Gazing up. Stacking your hips on top of each other. You're going into what we call half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Gaze up at your right thumb. Stack your hips on top of each other. Now you can jump back into Warrior 2, or you can step the block right back to the left foot and then carefully come back down. Let's go to plank position. Slide all the way up and point your toes to upward facing dog. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Now feel free to walk, jump, or step to the top of your mat. Reverse swan dive the arms up into the air. Hands go into namaste. Hands to the side of the body while your feet are together in Tadasana mountain pose. I want to thank you for joining us for Fit in 15 Basic Yoga with ExerciseRadio.com. My name is Jojo Tyler. Om Shanti.
Listen, move, sweat, lose with ExerciseRadio.com.